So, this chapter review I'm going to try and make fairly quick because right now my throat is not feeling too hot. I got a headache, and because of those reasons, lack of sleep, also, we're going to try and keep this around, like, let's say 7 minutes, around there, around there. So, this chapter, Toriko. First of all, if you haven't seen the live reaction in this corner right here, boom. Now, listen. The Monkey King of Bambina. The Monkey King Bambina is doing a dance the entire time. I mean, granted, some of the feats, like, there weren't dance feats. Like, for example, him jumping up into orbit. Him throwing the 1,500 meter mountain. Now, granted, those were all feats with his membrane on. When it's off, he's on a whole different league. And his opening attack was actually probably like a dance move when he actually did that slice. And that thing's planetary. Like, no joke. I think Bambina's crazy. Like, he really is on a whole new level. Like, he really earnestly is not trying. He's just having a dance routine with Toriko Company. So that was very fascinating. But the focus of the chapter, I think, more so goes towards Coco and Kaka. Bambina's doing what Bambina does, right? Bambina's just being cool as shit. Okay? He's hulking up, his balls are swelling, and he's ready to have this dance. But let's focus on Coco and Kaka. First of all, Kaka. Kaka's a Blue Nitro. And I was reminded by you guys in the comment section that when it comes to the Blue Nitro, at least what it appears to be all of them, they have the jaws that open like this. Like they open up for horizontally. Though, I think the one on the Ozone Herb Garden, I think his actually open normal. Because I remember that the Red Nitro, well, then again, no, maybe not. No. I don't think, no, because was he the same Nitro that confronted Midora and like he punched Ichiryu? Like he was one that I think that actually like killed Ichiryu. I'm starting to forget during the Cooking Island arc, but either way, what appears to be the horizontal jaw is a trait of the Blue Nitro, because the Red Nitro during the Cooking Island arc they had regular, you know, they had regular. They open up regular, their jaws. And that's obviously what we're seeing here with Kaka. And I think among the Blue Nitro, there was one missing. So Kaka was, I think, that missing Blue Nitro. So Kaka the entire time was just trying to... Because here's the thing. If that's the case, if Kaka is in fact the Blue Nitro, and you have Kaka trying to train Toriko Company so they can attain pair, that means that the Blue Nitro themselves don't have the power to attain pair on their own terms. They need to manipulate others in order for them to attain pair. Which means that Bambina may actually be overall stronger than the Blue Nitro themselves, because they need to use Toriko Company in order to attain pair. So, I'm not too sure if that's the case or not. However, it is something to keep in mind. When it came to air, they always attained air. I mean, they somehow bypassed Heracles, and then they would always attain air, but they would always eat it when it wasn't fully cooked, when they couldn't prepare it the right way. However, when it comes to pair, because you have to actually get it off of Bambina himself, you have to best Bambina, or you have to do the dance routine properly. And I don't think they've been able to actually do the dance routine properly to appease Bambina. And you just can't overpower Bambina, because unless you're the Battle Wolf, or maybe even Deirarus, or maybe even Acacia, maybe even Midora, I don't see you overpowering Bambina. And Midora, I'll give some leeway. I'll give some drastic leeway for Midora, because Midora has pulled some very impressive stuff. But Bambina's on a whole new level. Bambina's just, he's on a whole new plateau. So keep that in mind. One last time. Because Kaka had to manipulate Toriko and company to actually attain pair from Bambina's body, that may be an indication of the Blue Nitro's strength. They may be actually weaker overall than Bambina. Well, no, actually, I'll keep it individual. I won't say as a group. I'll say individual. Maybe as a group together they could beat Bambina, but again, I'm not too sure about that. Now, this also brings up a strange situation where you have Toriko and company. They need to actually master this dance routine in order to appease Bambina. And that may take some time, because apparently it's going to take like 10 seconds to actually do it. However, and then plus right now Bambina's hulking up. So they need to do it as quick as they can, because if they continue to get closer and closer but never reach the destination, Bambina will continue to hulk up. But now we may shift gears and actually get to see Terry, Kiss, and Quinn take on Kaka and see the results of their training. Because remember, the young Harak Fowl was just born, and they're like, yo, we have some new comp. We gotta step our game up. So that'll be really cool. So right now is a really cool chance to actually see the growth of these three king bee species, in which they may actually become like the next generation of continent rulers in the gourmet world after everything's said and done. Very possible. Very possible. So I want to see how they can handle a Blue Nitro. And finally, Coco. I mean, we've talked about it a lot, and I'll probably do a discussion video about it at some point this weekend. Coco is too much. He really is, alright? Like, he's pulling out these fucking poison doll clothes like he's a fucking shinobi in Naruto. Fucking clone, log. You just got logged. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I hate getting logged. But that's what we're seeing right now. And in this case, it's like living poison dolls. And I did remember, and I did see in the comment section, that Coco does have a certain degree of precog. That's true. That's very true. But still, it's like, bruh, really? Now, the mural thing was, that was by accident. And by the way, I did notice on reread, they had the fusion shit going on, like fusion. I'm like, oh, fucking Gotenks, that's pretty cool. So Michitoshi putting in the fusion poses for the monkeys in the murals. Okay, all right, showing his respect for Toriyama. But still, it's like, I don't want Michitoshi to continuously find methods of justifying Coco's usage of poison dolls. I can understand this when it comes to, like, let's say, capture levels below 1,000. They're not that powerful in comparison to Coco and Toriko and the rest. But when you get to the guys like fucking the Ficassadwall, just huge monolithic dude. Like, the Ficassadwall, I think, is actually bigger than Heracles. Like, I know he has to be. He's just massive. When you have the Aurasaurus, when you have fucking Battlewolf, when you have Heracles, when you have Bambina, when you have these OP-ass creatures, and then later on when we get into Neo, and then we get into the Blue Nitro, let's always try and focus on maintaining a sense of danger by not utilizing Coco's poison living dolls that much. Please, let's please try to avoid this. I'll talk about it in full detail in a discussion video at some point in the weekend, or maybe next weekend. I'll see how it rolls. So King Lightning, the chaptering overall, I think it's a good chapter. It is more setup, but at the same time, it was progression within the setup, because we are getting a lot of leeway when it comes to Bambina and the dance, and we found that out. And also, and at the same time, it's the reveal that, yeah, Kaka, he really isn't on their team. He's probably Blue Nitro. So overall, chapter rating is going to be a good, and I'll leave it at that. So rate the video, comment, subscribe. Have a nice one.